What is going on, everybody? The Mako back with our last top 5 video to end the year here. And I'm excited for this one. This will be the top 5 games that I am anticipating. Well, my top 5 most anticipated games for 2023. It's a good list. It was kind of hard. There were a few that didn't quite make it that I am also very excited for. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty that come out this year, especially indie games that come out of nowhere and take the stage by storm. So anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and just go ahead and get straight into it. Like our other videos, we're going to have 2 honorable mentions and then get into the top 5 because I feel like it's only fair to have a couple of honorable mentions here. So our first honorable mention is going to go to Destiny 2 Lightfall. Now you might be saying, well, this is a DLC. Yes, but just like with the top 5 most anticipated anime list, most of those weren't new animes. They were season 2s, which is kind of like a DLC for anime if you really think about it. So Destiny 2 Lightfall is one of my honorable mentions. It's Destiny is a franchise that is very, very, very close to my heart. I probably have the most hours in Destiny out of every franchise on the planet besides Call of Duty. So anytime there's a new expansion, I'm going to be excited for it. I'm very excited for this one because there's a whole new movement mechanic, which seems really interesting. World First Raid Race days are still some of my favorite days on the entire planet. Watching World's First Raid Races is so much fun. Getting 4 different teams up on 3 teams on my 3 monitors, a team on my projector. It's a really, really cool gaming experience, even if you're not in it, which I would love to be in one, but I only have 1 friend that plays Destiny and I would need 4 more. So anyway, that being said, Destiny 2 Lightfall, super excited for it. New expansions, I'll always hop in and play them every single time. It's just a guarantee. And this one really does look good. The whole new area, the new movement, everything looks good. So I'm very excited to play it. There's a lot of positive changes coming with it. And once again, World's First Raid Race days are the kind of thing that I literally just live for. Next up on our list is Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. This is our second honorable mention. And as you can see, coming out in early 2023, it's an action RPG, open world adventure. And it looks like, looking through the pictures and looking through the trailer and whatnot, it looks very good and something that I'm definitely going to be getting my hands on and playing around with. Action RPGs are a genre that I've come to very much enjoy. And this one, Flintlock, looks super interesting. I love the graphics. I love this kind of the setting that the game takes place in. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at what the fuck is this? This is how you know a game's going to be good right here. I mean, this bitch could give 6 hand jobs at once. How could you not? Anyway, so Flintlock Siege of Dawn is something I'm very excited for. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to dig into. It couldn't quite crack my top 5 because I think the top 5 are just a notch ahead of what this one looks like. But I am very excited to try this out. Open world ARPG type of thing is right up my alley and something that I'm definitely excited to see how it turns out. So Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, getting our next honorable mention. The next one, getting into our top 5. This game is number 5 on my list. And this one might shock some people because it's not a game that would normally kind of make a top 5 list for me. But Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's a third-person action-adventure game, and it looks like I'm not a huge Star Wars nerd, but I like Star Wars. I love the Star Wars franchise, and this game looks immaculate. The trailer looks super good. I'm not going to go through and play the trailer for all these games, but I would recommend looking up the trailer and watching it. But the graphics look fantastic. The story seems relatively interesting. The action seems really good, and the fights seem really good. And like I said, it just looks like really, really good graphics-wise. And any sort of Star Wars game, I'm going to be excited to play through. I mean, they're gonna keep milking this franchise until it is fucking dry as a bone. but I'm here for it because if it's going to keep making good stuff out of it, then that's totally fine by me. And I think this is going to be a very, very good game. I have high hopes, high expectations, and I'm very excited to see how this game turns out. And it'll be one of the I don't typically play this style of game, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how it goes. So Star Wars Jedi Survivor is number 5 on my list. Next up, we go to Nightingale, which, as you can see, set out on a journey of survival and adventure into the mysterious and dangerous Fey realms of Nightingale. Become an intrepid realm walker and venture forth alone or with friends as you explore, craft, build, and fight across a visually stunning gas lamp fantasy world. So it's a survival, craft, build type of game, and as you'll see with the next game on our list, this genre of game, this style of game, always excites me. It allows for so much creativity. It allows for so much. There's a good grind to the game. A lot of times there's a little bit of a storyline. Look at how good the fighting looks. I mean, we have this giant troll fucker with a goat on his hip, and then we got this big fucker and this big fuck. Like, look at it. Looks like it's gonna be a very, very fun game to play. The building and whatnot looks like it's gonna be interesting. I mean, it looks like you have like an actual structure here. Once again, I mean, look at it. Looks like it's gonna be a typical survival, craft, build, fight type of game, which excites me. That I love those type of games. I mean, as you can see, I've played a good bit of Valheim, V Rising. I've played a lot of Minecraft. There's a lot of games that I've played in this genre, and every time, like, if it's done well, I love. I mean, look at how good it looks. It looks really good, and I'm very excited for Nightingale. And the release date says coming soon. I believe they said it's going to be early 2020, or no, I think they said for Nightingale first half of 2023. So hopefully that stays true, and we'll get to see this game come out in the first half of next year. So Nightingale takes the number 4 spot, and then we get on to another game that is very similar, and that is going to be Ark 2. So there's no official date yet, but there is 2023. The original Ark was a game that I played a lot of when it first came out on Xbox. It was actually the very first like survival crafting type of game that I played outside of Minecraft, which was fun. And the whole dinosaur mechanic was super, super interesting. The fact that you could tame the dinosaurs, you had to fight them. There was a little bit of a story that went on. I remember one of my good friends got super into this game. I think he probably had damn near 1,000 hours in it. And I'd play with him all the time, and he always knew all these secrets and shit. But it was really fun. The building felt good. The mechanics of the game felt really good. And it is going to be... So I'll read through survive the past, tame the future, suddenly awakened on a primal world filled with dinosaurs and humans struggling for dominance. You must team up with legendary heroes to confront powerful dark forces, saddle up, and join the definitive next-gen survival experience with Ark 2. So it seems like it's going to be a little more story-driven, which is totally fine, but still have all of the same kind of intrigue and whatnot that you get. Oh, wait, it's starring Vin Diesel? The hell? But yeah, you get third-person gameplay, Souls-like combat, massive new alien environment, component-based item crafting, dynamic world events, PvE, template building, like sensory-based creature AI, which is really intriguing, skill system, character progression. Like, this really feels like it's going to be a very, very in-depth, fleshed-out experience, and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. And you bet your ass we're going to be playing it when it comes out. So Ark 2 takes the number 3 spot, and the number 2 spot is going to go to a game that is not on Steam, Epic Games Store, but I have it pulled up here. Witchfire is number 2 on our list. I'll let this video just kind of play for a second here. I'm not going to turn on the volume or anything, but the description of it is armed with strange weapons and forbidden pagan magic, hunt a powerful witch holding the key to your salvation. Witchfire is a dark fantasy roguelike shooter from the creators of Painkiller, Bulletstorm, and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. So the gameplay right here looks fantastic, okay? It is a roguelike shooter, and it's dark fantasy, which is like fantasy as a genre in general excites me. And roguelike shooters are very rare, and I don't think there's another roguelike shooter that is this genre, dark fantasy type of setting, which makes me extremely excited. Obviously, Gunfire Reborn is a roguelike shooter that I play all the time. So if this game's done well, it could be right up there with that game in terms of my playtime. The enemies look amazing. The different weapons look pretty cool. I mean, it just seems like it's going to be a very, very up my alley type of game. So first-person shooter. It's a roguelike for people who hate roguelite for people who hate roguelites. Offers a challenging but satisfying gameplay experience and has multiple roads to victory. It just really looks like a game that's going to be right up my alley and right up my community's alley. So that's why it's number 2, and that's why I'm super excited for it. I just cannot wait to see what this game has to offer. And I don't think they have they definitely don't have a specific day that's going to release yet, but I believe they have said 2023. So I'm very excited for Witchfire whenever it comes out and can't wait to see what it holds. And then number 1 on our list, which isn't really anywhere, so we'll just look it up. Diablo 4 is our number 1 most anticipated game of the year. There have been a lot of different trailers and whatnot. Oh my god, this is actually the whole page. Are you serious? I wonder if I go here, will it show me the... Okay, that's a bad idea. Anyway, Diablo 4 is my most anticipated game of the year. It comes out in June. It actually comes out 2 days after my birthday, fun fact. But the beta opens up earlier. And look, I got into Diablo 3 late, and I also got into Diablo 3 a while ago. I think it was, I want to say before I started even streaming seriously. And I've been streaming for about 5 to 6 years, so it's been a while since I've gotten to fully experience a Diablo game, and I can't wait for it. I think this type of game is really good for me because you're going to be getting new content consistently. ARPGs, I just kind of got into them recently, like really got into them. So having the kind of pinnacle of this genre with Diablo coming out soon means I'm going to be able to fully dive in, go deep, get as deep as I can, all 3 inches in there, and really try to experience a Diablo game, start to finish, all the end game, with my current understanding of ARPGs. I think Diablo 3 was probably the first of that genre I ever played. So being able to do it, having a lot more experience and understanding the game more and not being a tiny brain child, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's a game that I think I'm going to have a lot of hours in. So be ready for that if you're going to be watching the streams, and probably YouTube content, honestly. There's probably going to be a lot of Diablo YouTube content when it comes out. But anyways, that is my top 5 and my 2 honorable mentions for games coming out in 2023. Let me know what games you're most excited for. I'm always interested to hear. And as always, it'll be fun to see this list, and then next year, at the end of the year, go back and see if any of these are in my top 5 best games of the year or not. I have very high hopes for Diablo 4, Witchfire, and Ark/Nightingale. But once again, there's always some like indie games or small games or something that comes out of the fucking woodworks and steals it. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, there will be, I believe this video is going to go up on New Year's Eve. And we might have a second video on New Year's Eve. I don't know if the second video is going to go up New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Probably New Year's Day. So this might be the last video of the year. Yay. What a 2023 it was. Whoa. What a 2022 it was. Great year for gaming, honestly, in my opinion. But regardless, hopefully you guys had a great year. Enjoy your New Year's Eves and New Year's Days. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thank you guys for the support, as always. Hopefully you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.